Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SepNoSia, welcome back your presence. Okay, from last time we see the Lee's family getting, well, butchered by Marcus, our badass guy now. Now we continue back from the house, where if, my little sister, my twin sister, somehow seems to be very, well, doesn't realize that whose blood is that. So let's just continue. Maybe this is for the best. I don't like to see Sara worried, especially when it's my fault, but it beats the depressed state she was in this morning. I'll take worried Sara over depressed Sara any day. That's not actually, good enough. Whoa, we already entered different chapter. Chapter 4, Sickness. Vigilante. Isn't that like the guy who shoots anyone? Tuesday morning, September 20th. 20. What? We have passed like 2 weeks? Wait, it was September 7, right? 13 days it's been. Holy crap. Okay, that means nothing happens in my birthday. That's amazing. Almost 2 weeks have passed since my first day in the life of Marcus. And with every day I found myself growing more confident and resourceful. Oh yeah, we are now an elite assassin. The best criminal out there. We started out doing collections as we done on our first day of work and worked our way up to doing deliveries as well. Apparently some gamblers actually win, even if their luck doesn't last. Since we usually finish around midday, I've been spending my afternoons sparring and training with Andre. Slowly but surely, I'm improving. Not only we're gonna be a fighter, but we're gonna be a badass assassins. Yeah! My injuries have lessened with every match, and my rate of recovery is at an all-time high. My tailbone no longer feels like it's broken. I'm able to dodge most of my opponent's blows, and I'm barely suffering a single bruise. Yes, we are. Maybe I have what it takes to be a fighter after all? Oh yeah, you are, with voices in your head. Despite my improvement, it seems I may not need to enter the ring after all. Although there's always a need for more combatants, reliable collectors are apparently far more valuable, as long as I keep doing what I've been doing. Marcus believes our current work will last for many months to come. I'll be able to make a comfortable living doing despicable, legally questionable work. Marcus won't need another lackluster cover job, and Karasu will have 2 trustworthy collectors. With our current predicament being what it is, everybody wins. Yep. See? Best solution. All I need to do is become a collector and shoot people's heads off. Everybody, that is. Except for Sara. Ooh. While I've been growing stronger and more capable every day, Sara has been doing the opposite. She was as happy as ever over the weekend, then became depressed and on edge the second that Monday rolled around. Another week rolled by and the same pattern repeated itself. Lately, Sara has been returning with misery so obvious that it pains me to simply look at her, let alone try to once again ask her what's wrong. Oh shit, her mental state just continues to degrade, and she won't tell me a thing. Yesterday afternoon, Sara practically broke down the moment I returned. She cried and cried, allowing herself no reprieve as she silently wept for a reason still unknown. I carefully looked her over, noticing no physical injuries of any kind. Her clothes weren't torn, her hair was straight, nothing was amiss. About her hair was straight, it's not actually something different, okay? All I could do was offer Sara's shoulder to cry on as I attempted to console her, holding her tight until I was on the verge of tears myself. Oh, come on, Sara. Don't bring me to do that. I don't know what's worse. Seeing the only loved one I have left in such a state, or feeling powerless to do a thing about it. Well, you gotta ask her. Yeah, she won't tell you, but you need to keep asking. Man, Suoh, come on. I thought better of you. Well, yes, I know you're an amazing assassin now, but come on, man. This morning, the day after her most recent and grandiose episode? What the hell is that? Sarah's gradual return to the world of living brought it with a fresh attitude and renewed spirit. What? She quickly wiped her eyes and nose, changed into her school uniform, and began making breakfast. Whatever happened yesterday, it was nothing a good night's rest couldn't help rectify. Proceeding with our usual morning routine, Sarah brushed off any and all questions I threw at her regarding last night's episode, determined to shut me out of whatever she's going through. Sarah, you should tell your big bro here what's going on. Remember, I am... Oh. But I won't let her. Remember that, Sarah. Ooh. That is dangerous. Oh, he's gonna spy on her. Hell yeah. Yes, well, he really is a goddamn assassin now. Following Sarah's usual departure, I quickly changed the hooded jacket that I purchased on my way home from work. I stashed in my pockets the knife Marcus gave me, and enough money to allow for any necessary expenditures, leaving a second later and taking off in Sarah's direction. Chasing after Sarah's shadow, I made it to the bus stop with seconds to spare, boarding a few passengers behind her and making sure to conceal my face. Yeah, that classic old hood styles scouting shit. Sarah isn't expecting me to be here, so she obviously won't seek me out. Oh, really? When you say obviously, I'm actually thinking that she will, but all it takes is a single well-timed glance and... Huzzah! Happy New Year, boys. I wonder what she'd say if she knew her own brother was stalking her. Big bro, I didn't know you loved me that much. Sorry. I know this is a bit much, but she isn't giving me many options here. She won't give me any time. Slowly passing my sister by, I took a seat towards the back of the bus, 2 seats behind Sarah. Ooh. I'm a little worried that keeping so close might result in my identity being exposed, but the alternative of being too far away to do anything seems far more off-putting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good call, Suoh. A few more passengers boarded before the bus sets on its usual course. Sarah sat quietly by herself, staring out to the window the entire trip, seemingly without a care in the world, like fuck everything else. She didn't say a word to other passengers or do anything to attract attention, and in return, she didn't meet with any conflict to speak of, okay? After what felt like only a few minutes, we reached our destination, ascending 2 flights of stairs as we made our way from the bus to the city's train station. I continued to follow Sarah, but no matter how hard I looked, I couldn't find any reason for her recent depression. Ooh, don't worry, we'll find her soon. Could it be that she's being bullied at school after all? Oh, that bully is gonna pay. He is messing with an assassin now. He's gonna die. Or she, whatever it is. If that were the case, she'd want to change schools, not move houses. But if it isn't the commute, then... As if responding to my doubt, trouble finally emerged. Standing between Sarah and the ticket gates were 2 teenage boys, each one of whom seemed to recognize Sarah the moment they laid eyes on her. Oh, these two are gonna die. Likewise, Sarah's expression worsened as they approached her, quickly confirming my suspicions. Yeah, the hero is coming. I mean, a criminal hero, don't worry. Red-haired youth, blonde youth. What kind of name is that? Again, red-haired youth. Sarah's getting angry. Blonde youth. Although I was a little too far away to hear what the boys were saying to her, Sarah's expression and demeanor spoke volumes. The duo continued to cut her off whenever Sarah tried to walk away, often standing on either side of her to block her exits. They smirked to themselves whenever she lashed out, laughing while Sarah snorted in disgust. Even without hearing a single word, I knew they were the ones I was after. And those two, this is their last day. I'm sorry, I'm just so hyped for... Once our train arrived, the 2 boys followed Sarah into her chosen carriage. They allowed only a few feet between themselves and Sarah at any point in time, following close behind as she tried to distance herself from them. Hey, slow down, what's the rush? Yeah, don't you want to sit with us? Hey, keep it down, you two. Whoa, he's handsome. It's almost like me. Seizing opportunity the moment it struck, Sara sat down next to a police officer, finally granting herself a moment's reprieve from her pursuers. Well done, Sara. You are my sister after all. Nicely done, sis. Hell yeah. Just as I said, well played. Although the trip itself proved rather peaceful, harassment resumed the moment Sara reached her destination. It may only take a few minutes to get from the station to her school, but time isn't the only factor here. While the train station had security cameras and the trains were lined with cops and rail staff, the road to her school encompasses little more than side streets and vacant lots. Unlike at the station, the two teenagers kept their distance on the walk to school. They fall at least 10 meters behind Sara at all times, okay, allowing them to talk quietly between themselves without giving their target any indication as to what they were up to. You mean my sister? Oh, those two are going down. At a safe distance between Sara and her pursuers, I moved in closer. Okay, how do I am hiding all this time? Am I really ninjas? Like, I can be invisible? I move in closer, enabling myself to listen on the conversation to do what we're having. See? You're killing me, man. Why not they? There aren't that many people around. Just be patient. Her time will come. What? How dare you say that? Oh, you're down. You're first. We have to wait until she's alone, you know? You've been saying that for weeks. Oh, they've been doing that for a long time, actually. When is her time exactly? When God says so, my friend. How dare you? Oh, yours. I'm really pissed right now. This guy is going down. Just stay calm. Getting desperate is the first step towards getting caught. Well, he's actually have a very patient and calm demeanor. Well, I suppose you would know. But shouldn't an ex-con like you have a bigger sex drive? Why does it feel like I'm the only one into it today? Oh, these two. Those are rapers. Their both are dead. You're just too focused on that silver girl. You need to diversify. How do I say that? Diversify your palate. What? You think it's food? Well, I mean, no. Never mind. Taste a couple of other girls first to whet your appetite, you know? As I listened to what the two were discussing, I could feel a familiar surge from the bottom of my stomach. Yes! I clenched my fist so tight that I could feel my own pulse, utilizing every fiber of self-control at my disposal in order to keep my fists by my sides. Control yourself, Suoh. Now is not the time, because when your sister is gonna get attacked, that is the moment you strike. I know I need to remain calm, but my blood is already boiling. Okay, calm down now. We're gonna do it at the right time. The mere thought of what they're alluding to is driving me absolutely livid. Sara's been mere feet away from those two cretins for weeks now, being broken down mentally until the point of tears, and they're laughing and snickering about what they have planned for her. Oh, I've never felt so angry. If I don't step in, if I didn't tell Sara at all, I can only imagine how long it would take before. No, don't even think like that. Yes, what matters is that I am here, and that this will all end today. You hear me? That it's gonna end today. I said that already. It will. Yes, one way or another. You mark my words, blonde man and red hair man. As Sara neared the end of her short walk, she practically sprinted through the school gates, enjoying the safety her school provided. With other students mulling around the front of the school and hundreds more within, she was soon among friends, safe from the clutches of her stalkers. Is that including me? Well, I am protecting her, you know. Bye-bye. See you after school. Fucking hell, man. They really are my fucking shit list here. Those dirtbags. They really are laying it on thick. between the discretion they've shown thus far and the false familiarity they exude, it's no wonder Sara hasn't managed to shake them off. It's not a rare sight seeing teenagers hit on one another or breach the personal space of others, as long as they don't step too far out of the line. Random passerby would think nothing of it. If their intention didn't make me want to throw up, I might actually praise how much thought they've put into this. Are they planning this for so long they wanted to do it? Fuck 'em, man. So ready to intercept the next train? Fuck you. There are always fewer passengers on the late trains, and the students are in too much of a hurry to notice shit. Sounds like a plan to me. No argument here. Oh, you two are not the one with a plan, my friend. You two have made the biggest and last mistake of your life. Damn, I'm so hyped right now. Come on. Heading back on a slightly different route. I'm gonna fast. I just wanna see what's gonna happen. I soon found myself watching the duo from afar, giving myself enough cover to prevent the two from noticing my presence. I am a ninja. I took the time to make myself room between some bushes and the side of a nearby house, settling in for longer than I would have liked as I watch over my targets. He really is an assassin. Although watching and waiting isn't a skill of mine in which I have much faith, it does give me time to cool off, offering much needed shade and breathing room. I should use this time to calm down, gather my thoughts, and... What? Is that gonna slap? Oh no. Oh no. The moment I tried to calm myself, I once again felt that same sickening feeling in my chest. The power, the urge to kill. What on earth was I thinking? How could I possibly calm down knowing what those two are doing? Yeah. How can I just sit and wait while those two go about their lives, preparing to grab another victim? How can I let people like them roam the streets, preying on innocent young girls? Especially my fucking sister, you two dicks. Scum like that don't deserve to live. You're not actually in a good place to say that, but you know what? I'm for you, Suoh. I'm all for you. I'm gonna back you up. Much less breathe the same air as my sister. They could both die tomorrow, and the world will be a better place. Holy shit. Better yet, they could die today. Ooh, I like it. This is fucking great. Just as I said, Suoh, today is their last day. 10 minutes of agony later, another train came along, carrying with it several unsuspecting targets. Even from my post shrouded in foliage, I could easily make out every movement of my targets, and more importantly, their next victim. A slender, timid-looking girl, probably a year younger than Sara and I. She was wearing the same uniform and had a similar build to Sara, but her demeanor and attitude seemed more naive and carefree. A pretty young girl who'd make too perfect a victim. Yes, why do I sound like the bad guy? No sooner had I made my guess than the duo began stalking their prey. Nice one, Suoh. Their target was in too much of a rush for the same level of caution to be necessary, unaware that she was even being followed. Well, fuck. They tailed the girl closely, roughly matching her pace until the three passed by an empty, dead-end street. Now. Hey, hold her legs properly. Shut up and gag her. One teen covered the girl's mouth with cloth he had been concealing in his pocket, while the other teen grabbed her legs. Taking advantage of her shock, the duo immediately carried her towards the empty street, picking a house on the corner they presumably know to be empty ahead of time. The girl was scared stiff, but once the initial shock wore off, she began flailing wildly. Hey, you pick a feisty one today. Of course. Energetic girls are the best, don't you think? No argument there. Am I doing it right? I thought all the three as inconspicuously as I could, utilizing neighbor's yard instead of risking being seen on the other side of the road. Climbing up the fence of the house in question, I leaned across and grabbed into the railing of the house's back veranda, pulling myself to the dilapidated, what the hell is that, building and quietly entering from the back. I slowly walked from room to room, watching my back every step of the way. Tiptoeing, I remained vigilant not to make a sound, proceeding with a caution until I found my own targets. Jeez, quit struggling, would ya? You know it won't do any good. You tell her, bud. Pity woman never listen. By the time I found the dude, one was already holding the girl down, sitting on her stomach and pinning both of her arms down with his own. His weight appeared to be more than enough to restrain the girl, making the job easier than he dared hope. In her mouth was the same cloth that they used to gag her during the initial grab, now kept in place by the use of duct tape. Alright, almost done. You gonna take pictures? About time. Let's get this show on the road already. Soft? Does that mean crying? While the first teen prevented their prey from escaping, the other emerged from the next room, bringing with him a video camera and a stack of condoms. What? Okay. By now, the frightened girl knew exactly what they were planning, sobbing silently as she continued to flail and attempt to regain her freedom. Don't worry, girl. I'm coming. Come on, hurry it up already. It'll take too long and I'll start without you, you know? Calm down. We have all the time in the world. Let's just enjoy ourselves, yeah? While the dominant member of the duo set up his tripod and camcorder, I slowly edged my way to the next room, removing from my pocket the knife I'd intended on using as a last resort, and we're gonna fucking use it! Biding my time and slowing my breathing, I tried to get a hold of my nerves, clutching my blade tightly as I neared the dominant young man. Despite my on-the-job training over the last few weeks, I found myself shaking in both fear and anticipation, afraid to use the blade in my hand, yet compelled to put those two criminals in their place. Make up your mind, Suoh! Come on! I could see myself attacking and beating the duo into submission and making them pay for victimizing a young girl like this, but when it came to actually using the knife in my hand, I froze. Throughout the many violent encounters I had started and ended over the years, not once had I used a weapon. I had never done something as cowardly as sneaking up on someone and stabbing them in the back or bringing a knife to a fistfight. Even when I killed my previous boss, Mr. Bordeaux, I had done so with my bare hands, killing him by accident as things got out of control. So when I tried to use the blade in my hand to attack the scum in front of me, to give them what they had coming, I realized that let me guess, love it? You're a coward. Yes, I am a coward. I know what I need to do. I know how to make this situation all better. So why? Why can't I move? You're weak. It's because I'm weak, isn't it? I don't have the strength to help that girl. Helping complete stranger is a job for the police. I have no business with that girl to begin with. Why am I even here? Why did I come here today? That girl is just some random person I've never even met before. Her well-being is not my problem. And if it were Sara... Sara? No. If that had been Sara in there. If that had been Sara. There, the perfect angle. Ready for your debut, little miss? Ouch. Is that it? Interrupted mid-sentence, I shot wide open as pain unlike anything he'd felt before permeated throughout his body, protruding from his stomach with the tip of a knife, taking with it a bone and cartilage from his spine. Oh shit. Before I could so much as wipe up the blood dripping from his mouth, the team's legs buckled and forced him to the floor, refusing to move no matter how much he willed them so. What the fuck? What the fuck? With the first shoot disposed of, I swiftly embraced his partner, grabbing the thief by his throat and dragging him off the petrified girl beneath. Alerted to my presence by his partner's growth, my second target tried to fight back, nailing one of the remaining bruises on my stomach on his first shot. But with adrenaline and anger fueling my every action, the pain didn't even register. With the voices in my head, I removed my hand from his throat and gripped him by the hair, exposing his throat for the obvious next step. Nice! Yes! Said it. The moment my hand left his throat, my knife took its place. I cut quickly and deeply, paying no heed to the blood spraying on my hand. The young man desperately grabbed at his throat, trying to stop the bleeding by any means necessary, but with both of his hands occupied, any defense he could have offered was rendered moot. Seizing the opportunity, I focused on the back of my prey's neck, and at last, it was over. Damn, that was quick. As my second victim fell to the floor in a bloody heap, I slowly walked away, careful not to step in his pooling remains. But as I looked down at my hands, I realized a familiar feeling of shock and horror set in, driving me to an unwelcome realization. It happened again. I'd been overwhelmed by bloodlust a moment ago, but the second my brain hit the floor, I realized what I had done. My hands shook, and I could hear my ragged breathing. Before me was a corpse, a deceased human being. A human being I had killed. Just like with Mudo, I lost myself in a moment, forgetting all about the situation at hand and thinking only about my target. No, this is much worse. Mr. Mudo was an accident. I slammed his head against the table during our fight, never intending to actually kill him. But this time, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew, and yet I stared at my bloody hands. I noticed subtle movement out of the corner of my eye. The girl I had sought to save had her back against the wall, no doubt in shock and terrified by everything that had happened since she alighted from the train. She looked at me with unbridled fear in her eyes. A few I repaid with a calm smile. Is that actually scary? Like, I know you saved the girl from two guys that tried to rape her, but after you killed those two, especially with a knife, which I'm very afraid of rather than a gun, and then when she's like almost crying, she has those fear, and then you like give a calm smile, it's actually kind of creepy. It's like, holy fuck, it's like much worse. It's like the Grim Reaper has come. Looking at the frightened girl, I remembered where I was and why I had gone to such extremes. I didn't set out to kill anyone today. I came here to protect Sara. To protect girls like this one from those fiends. Those stupid assholes. My methods may have been contemptible, but even so, I had my reasons. I removed the tape from the frightened girl's mouth with my bloody hands, meeting her with far less resistance than I thought it would. Yeah, I thought she was gonna be like, no, don't touch me or something. Trying to talk with her duct tape. Whether paralyzed by fear or simply smart enough to not provoke a murderer, the girl remained frozen, allowing me to cut the tape binding her hands. I guess that's it for me. Those two won't be going anywhere, and the girl is free to move as she pleases. Well, wasn't that an amazing story we got just now? I always love it when shitstorm hits the deck. And by the way, once again, we're out of time. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about my channel. I'm very, very thankful about that. I really appreciate it. So, SepNoSia says, thank you for your presence.